Next, we will start the adaptation which we can see in the mountain goat. This is also a typical the mountainous animal, so we have to learn the adaptive features which can be seen in mountain goat. Mountain goats can be recognized by their shiny black horns and shaggy white beards. In the picture you can see they have a white beards and a shiny black horns. Their horns grow continuously and the tips can be worn down until they are quite sharp. So continuously they keep on growing until the time when it becomes very sharp, and every winter a new growth ring comes on the each horn. So it is possible to measure the or to understand the age of the mountain goat with the help of its thorn, that is with the help of its horn, that is the number of the growth rings can help us to determine the age of the mountain goat. They also live in the cold climate of the mountain, as well as they can also run up and run down to for the search of vegetations. They spend most of their times above the tree line in rugged alpine conditions, grazing on low growing vegetation such as grasses, ferns and moss, but sometimes they migrate to lower elevation. As you had seen in the yak, it's the same. They feed on the mosses, grasses, ferns, but sometimes it is not available in the higher altitude, so they have to move down or climb down to get these vegetations. And they also have a long hair which protects them from the cold and keeps them very warm. And also it has the stronger hooves. The mountain animals are more or less having the same condition, same adaptive features, because the purpose they have to serve is the same, because yak also have to move up and down to take the vegetation. These mountain goats also for grazing purposes need to move up and down, so they also have a very broad hooves which allow them to move in the rocky mountainous region. Then another animal which you have to learn is about the snow leopard. This is a very interesting animal which you can see that in the mountainous region these snow leopard also have a very characteristic feature which allows them to survive in the mountainous condition. They live in a mountain where snow is present. So they are adapted to live in the cold places. So snow leopards not only lives in the mountainous region, but also they are mandatorily live in a region which is covered with the snow. So the snow leopards adapted to live in extremely cold condition, and also to withstand that cold it has a thick fur which protects them from the cold. And also snow leopard having the fur in its feet and the toes, and this structure protects from the cold when it walks on the snow. Many of us wear the slippers at winter at our home only to protect the feet from the cold. So snow leopards, they have a special type of hair on the soles and on the toes. These help them to walk on the cold mountainous region. And also it has a fat layer, thick fat layer beneath the skin, which allows or which acts as an insulator to protect it from the cold. That means this layer of fat, it doesn't allow the warmth of the body of the snow leopard to escape outside. At the same time, it is not stopping the outside cold to getting in. That is why the snow leopard also can withstand in the cold temperature, and also it has a big feet to spread the weight on snow and prevent it sinking from the in the soft snow, because many a times you can see if we move on the soft skin, it is very much difficult to move, because many a times we get sink into the soft skin, soft snow, because our feet or is not adapted to withstand that. But the snow leopard has a broad feet which allows them to move in the soft snow without getting deep, without bearing or without having any problem in the soft snow. So I think now you are clear with the adaptive patterns of the different animals, with special reference to yak, the mountain goat and the snow leopard. How are they adjusting with the surrounding cold environment? So next class again we will continue with some other topic. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.